All right, what's up, everyone? Back with a upper body day. This was from Tuesday of this week. I guess it doesn't really matter whenever you're watching it, but upper body day. So for our warm up on this day, just kind of getting creative. Just start with some basic rolls. I did some crawling and stuff before this. Then one of my games I like to play. I do it a lot with the youth athletes, but I do it with myself as well. Hit the balloon, somersault, try and grab the balloon before it hits the ground. It's just a more engaging way to kind of get some rolls in, gamify things, and just have fun, because training should be fun. And most of us as adults, we don't play anymore. And this is kind of one of my versions of play, just gamify things, find creative ways to do exercise, make it what gym class should be, gym class for adults. And that's what my training is. It's gamifying. It's combining this type of stuff with the lifting, with playing sports, with sprinting, with jumping, throwing, all that fun stuff. But just a way to keep yourself engaged and try and challenge yourself. It gets you to roll a little bit in different ways, because you got to react, because the balloon, especially with the low ceiling, sometimes hits the ceiling and bounces right down. These balloons are pretty. I haven't blown up a new balloon in a while. These are pretty old and don't float the best. So but again, they're just a challenging way. You got to react and kind of come out of that somersault and find the balloon. I tried this variation with a ball. I don't know. Sometimes you try and you have ideas that suck, and this one's not the best, just because I don't have the best wall to bounce in, and tennis ball doesn't bounce that well, and then it would hit the mat and just die and not bounce. Like that one was close. That one rolled right back to me. So kind of the same thing, bounce it off the wall, somersault, and try and grab the ball. Like that one hits the mat and just bounces back, so I didn't even have a chance at it. So sometimes the ideas you have aren't the best, but that's part of it. It's finding what works. And don't be afraid to fail, and don't be afraid to have stupid ideas. The best people, the most creative people, the richest people, they all had dumb ideas, and sometimes their stuff worked. Like that time I got it. So it worked 1 out of 10 times or whatever it was. Then we finished with I actually tried cartwheeling into that too, but again, it was just an epic failure. Bouncing off the wall, then cartwheel. Then we get into our lifts, our power tri-set. Superset was just, again, sticking with the same thing. This is the last week of this. I'm thinking the landmine. I don't really like this variation, honestly, without an actual landmine, just because the bar moves so much. But again, I think that has benefits too. The drop catch, landmine press. Paired it or supersetted it with drop catch pull-ups, and then these kind of running, crow hopping side tosses, rotating the spine fast. Again, don't need a super heavy ball, because I'm not working on just being slow. I want these to be fast and powerful. So it's rotating, kind of that underhand toss, rotate the spine, get the spine to move. More so than just rotational power, because again, a lot of times I think just power is power, but it's a lot of times taking that power and the skill of rotating. And since I'm a baseball player, that swing, it's rotating. No, this is not sport specific. This is just a rotating spine movement to get the spine and kind of work on that skill of rotating fast and being powerful through that rotation. So again, these, as you can see, sometimes the bar drops right where you want it. Sometimes it doesn't. Stuck with the same weight. Again, only 25 pounds, but we're really working on being more explosive with it. Still not very explosive that way. And again, pull-ups, dropping, catching. Again, pulling yourself up as fast as you can. Let go of the bar, catch it on the way down, and then right back into it. Kind of that rebound right back into another pull-up. But again, this variation, you don't need the heavy ball. The lighter ball is going to work to be more explosive. The heavier ball, you can use heavier balls, but again, I think that kind of doesn't kind of get the effect I was trying to get with this is only a 6-pound ball, but it is what it is. But don't be afraid to, again, try things and test different things out. Find what works for you. You are your own experiment, and use yourself. Yes, it's great to have a program and things like that. You should be following some sort of program, but it's not saying you can't deviate and switch and alternate and add and change stuff. All right, then our main strength movement of the day, we did neutral bar bench press today. 4 heavy set of 4 rep max for the day. Then drop set. Paired those with stuck with the Gorilla Rows. I've really been liking that. It's just tough with those dumbbells because they get so long. The power blocks, once you had them at 90, I think might have 95 with the little magnet weights. I think I had those on this one. So they get long, so it gets kind of awkward in certain positions just because the dumbbells are so long or wide or whatever you want to call them. But then our spine movement for this was the Zercher sandbag, Jefferson curl, and then like rotations at the bottom. So iso hold at the bottom and then rotate. So it's working our way up on the neutral grip. Not as strong in the neutral grip as I am on a traditional grip bench press. But again, it's just another way to hit that pushing movement with a little bit of variation. And so you're not just hitting the same exact thing all over and over and getting those kind of overuse or just stuck in the same stagnant bench press all the time. I like to change things up. It's still a bench press. It's still a pushing horizontal push, but it's just changing up the hand grip. It'll give you a little bit of different stimulus. I've always liked that. That's what I learned that from like the West Side Louis Simmons method. Again, there's pros and cons to it, but I like the variation, and it's the slight variation. It's not overhauling everything. It's just a slight variation to a movement or an exercise. Got some nice wrinkles going in the head. Kind of looks like a Bengals helmet design on my head. Then was our drop set. So just drop what I think I did 80% of the top set and just hammer out one set. So you really just can't feel it going any higher there or any more. So just good chest pump, good upper body strength movement, follow with a little bit of hypertrophy, so muscle building. If you want to add a little bit of more rep muscle building, do a drop set. Do a couple drop sets at the end of a strength set. Again, strength, heavy weights are going to be a hypertrophy or muscle building too if you're eating enough, if you're sleeping enough. You don't have to train till failure. You can train heavy. You can go more. You can do the Jake Tour way, the hypertrophy clusters, more sets, less reps. There's plenty of ways to do it as long as you're eating enough, sleeping enough, and training hard enough. Then we did the easy bar curl, kind of that squatted overhead snatch raise. These felt much better. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more range of motion in those, and better, like not as like sticky shoulders with that. Then pair those with the dips. Big fan of dips. I love, especially on the rings. Just the whole ring thing's been big in my training the last couple of years. And then threw in the iso hold. These still are tougher than they look. I want to start going more parallel with them, so I need to just extend them out a little bit. So just the iso hold, rear delt fly, and just, again, more challenging than they look. Then finish it out. Our hang for the day, grabbed a balloon and just kind of played, balloon soccer, whatever you want to do. Again, just another way to make things more fun, more challenging, more engaging. And I find if you're focused on the balloon, keeping the balloon up, you're not as focused on your grip and your forearms just burning. So you kind of get a different focus than what the main stimulus is. I always tell us when, like, if I'm subbing or working with a kid, or they get hurt. Oh, my head hurts or my toe hurts. Oh, what if I'll just stomp on your other toe? Then you won't notice that one. So it's kind of diverting that attention away from the grip, the forearms killing, and you're focusing on the balloon and keeping that up. So it's kind of helping you hang on a little bit longer and you're not worried about the hands or the grip or whatever giving out. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. But another upper body day. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with some more training here in the upcoming days, more videos. Let me know in the comments what you want to see, what you want to hear, what questions you got, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks, guys.